Welcome to all my bookalicious girlies. In today's episode, Chrissy and I go crazy with our introduction banter, and it results in a 2-hour episode. Oops. We decided to break up both the banter and our show content into 2 parts. If you'd like to skip the banter in part 1, then just jump to minute 11. Thanks for joining. Okay, so what we were just talking about was Chrissy's house aesthetic. She gave me the grand tour and the highlights. There was a model ship with masts, like 8 layers of masts.
Just as cool.
There's a grandfather clock that chimes. A candy jar full of were there originals? What was in there?
It was
Butterscotches.
Werther's. Yes.
Werther's.
It's Josh's favorite.
Those are really good. I mean, they're high quality. What else? What were the other statement pieces?
Let's see. We have a whale lamp.
A whale lamp.
Mm-hmm. That I won't say where we got it from, but we have a whale lamp, and and we have a measuring cup holder. It's like a tower, and they're Celtic measuring spoons.
Yes, and they were very cool. And so Chrissy's showing me all this stuff, and I said, "Wow, that's very like grandpa chic aesthetic," and she thought that was really funny. But I basically came up with it because of coastal grandma chic.
Yeah, I don't know that. Are we looking it up?
Yeah, I think we should look it up because I don't really know what it is either. What I imagine it to be is like, probably like a young, probably white woman, Starbucks in her hand, probably like an oversized cardigan, maybe like a messy bun with kind of like those old lady glasses, maybe with like a fancy chain.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm imagining it to be, but we're going to Google it and see. Are you finding anything?
I am. Cardigan, I think, was a good guess. Okay, these people don't look like grandmas. I don't know if this is really a thing. Did you look it up?
You have to. Okay, yeah, I'm looking into it. So basically, the idea is that they don't look like grandmas, but
so
their grandma and them could be in the same outfit or similar style.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess I could see that. The skirts with the, like, the shirt. Do you see what I'm saying?
The tied shirt.
Yeah, the tied shirt. That I can see that being a grandma look too.
Yeah, and kind of like the comfortable shoes and things are kind of a little more loose fitting. And
yeah. You know, I think
look, they have
coastal grandma.
They have 2 pictures here with Diane Keaton and Meryl Streep. I think Diane Keaton, Meryl Streep, that's coastal grandma chic. So
okay, yeah,
your house, so your house is like young people live here, but also old people might live here. We don't know.
Grandpa chic.
Yeah, but then it's like you throw in like, oh, look, here's a Magnolia thing. And you're like, okay, maybe they're young and hip. But then you have the Werther originals, and then you say, well, I don't know now. You keep them guessing.
I will say that I was shopping at my favorite store, TJ Maxx, the other day, trying to find professional clothes. And I was looking for like, a business kind of jacket thing. And I found this one. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And I had it. And this lady comes up to me and she's like, oh, I really like that jacket. Where did you get it? And she's like 70. And I was like, oh no, I have a grandma style, because I already know that I kind of act like a grandma. And then this just confirmed it, that she really liked the jacket I had. So
you'll know that you've gone too far when you always keep little candies in your pocket.
Oh, in the unwrapped.
Unwrapped. And you're right, and you try to give them out to people.
They want some?
Yeah. Once you go to unwrapped candy, that's when you know you've gone too far.
That's too far. You need to pull me back in at that point, Candy.
I'll reel you back in. I'll say, Chrissy, you can't be doing this. It's a safety hazard at this point.
This is dangerous.
I have diligently been waiting for another review to come in, and I'm still waiting. So if you're listening to this and you haven't given us a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please do. And if you write us a message, we'll read it aloud.
I don't know how that hasn't enticed anybody. We've said it so many times.
I don't know what else I can offer.
That's
At this
all
point, I'll have to start paying people. Oh my gosh. So I've been trying to find like a way to get our podcast broadcasted.
To where?
And so, get like someone to plug our podcast.
Oh, okay.
But in order to do that, I want to make sure I know like what their podcast is about and that it would make sense. So I've been just like listening to a lot of like book club flavor podcasts. And I've been looking at the reviews and stuff. And I saw this review and I was like, I hope this person never comes across Bookalicious Pod.
Do you have it? You should read it because it was spot on, honestly.
I saw it and I was like, oh my God. I sent it to Chrissy and I was like, don't worry, this isn't about us. I was like, but it could be. You could plug in Bookalicious and it'd be the same. Okay, so this is from someone named CM Wolf 20. 1 out of 5 stars on Apple Podcast. Bummed out. I liked the idea of this podcast, but honestly, it was a lot of banter. We didn't even, quote, get into it until 15 minutes in.
We're on minute 30. Oh, no.
Also, all they do is rehash the book chapter by chapter. Like, okay, I read the book too. I need more of a discussion going on.
Oh, no.
And I was like, definitely the first part, I was like, don't attack me like that. I like to spend time with my sister.
Oh gosh, Candy, I just looked it up. And even based on the title and the description, seems very similar. Okay.
Wait, what are you looking up?
Okay.
Oh, the podcast?
Mm-hmm. Should we plug them? Because if people are listening to us, they'd probably like this podcast based off that one review.
I liked the podcast. They did a book that I listened to called The Wayward Sisters? I was listening to. What was it called again? I don't remember.
I see one of their episodes was just Wayward.
Yeah, Wayward. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What was the podcast called?
Oh, Book Club Babes. I think we should plug them. Book Club Babes. Let me read you one of their good reviews.
They have a lot of good reviews.
Yeah, they do. Okay, here's one of their great reviews. Adorable, hysterical, exactly what you want from a book club. These ladies are delightful and funny. Emphasis on the fun. Listening truly feels like sitting down for a book club with friends and not a boring one that only has apple juice and pretzels on the snack table either. These ladies are nachos and margarita level, and that is the highest compliment I can bestow. Check them out. You'll be in love.
Okay.
I think that could describe us too.
That's what I'm saying. That's why when I saw this bad review, I was like, we are in the same boat, girly girls. And they're just like 2 girlfriends hanging out, having a good time reading books. And so I really I like the podcast. I thought it was good.
All right, should we get into it?
Let's do the Bookalicious. I mean, the Bookalytics.
All right, let's do our thing. I think it'll be pretty short today.
I know, not a lot of updates. We have 1 new Spotify follower. Hi, welcome.
Oh, we do?
Yes.
Welcome. Glad you're here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened with our age ranges. We used to have a pretty, decent spread of people, but now they're all 28 to 34.
It might be like a time filter if you scroll up.
Maybe. I don't know. Oh,
last 30 days. Yeah. So we need to look at all time.
Okay.
All time.
Oh, all time. Okay. Now we have 23 to 60 plus.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Excellent.
We
all right.
have had a lot more listeners from UK and Belgium. They've listened to a few more episodes. So that's great. So
we have?
Yep. I can tell based
Cool.
on the percentages. Slovakia is still our number one international country. They have been here since like the beginning.
Oh yeah, they were our first.
No, they weren't our first.
No, UK was the first.
UK was the first. Yeah, but
Slovakia was like the second.
Slovakia was the first non-native English speaking country that was shocking.
Oh, they listened to us to put them to sleep or something.
It's
We're like the
possible.
ASMR.
It's very possible. Can you pop into the US? Let's see if we have any more states or anything to say hello to people.
Arizona?
I think we had Arizona last time.
I think we did Oregon.
No, we had Oregon. I think this is good. We're almost nationwide.
We really are, honestly. How many states is this? We haven't counted it up.
We're approaching at least 20 states, I would say.
We have 21 according to my rough counting.
Okay.
So yeah, pretty great.
Yeah, I know. So we're doing really good. And we have like 550 listens. So that's cool too.
Wow. Yeah, almost to 1,000. Oh, Corpus Christi. Hey, if you're there, hello.
Oh,
that looks new.
Yeah, from Texas. Where's Lubbock?
From Texas.
Oh, there they are. Okay, good.
Lubbock's, faithful follower.
I know. I wish I knew who they were. Write in. Please do.
Please write in.
We have like a lot more like random one-off listens in Florida. It's like kind of wild.
Word's getting around.
Florida, yeah.
Spreading fast.
I'm like, who knew? That was our target demo.
Yeah. Well, oh my gosh, we could do a live studio audience when we're there next week.
Oh my God.
A live podcast recording for all of our Florida fans.
Yeah, we sell out a small taco stand that holds 5 seats.
The grandkids who are in trouble have to sit there.
Yeah. We just sell it out to our family.
The 2 infants aren't there.
Oh my God. That's funny.
Wow. All right, 40 minutes in. Guess we should get started.
Guess so. We haven't spoken in a little bit, so we had a lot to catch up on.
We did. I like our banter. That's why I'm here.
I agree.
Comment if you want us to have only banter.
No, we need the book so we have something to actually talk about. Okay, let's do our intro.
Okay, this is Bookalicious, a podcast where 2 sisters chat about books we're reading. I'm Chrissy.
And I'm Candice.
And we are on part 2 of The Housemaid today.
Yes.
By Freida McFadden. Okay, so of course the last episode was released last week when you're listening to this, but we haven't talked about this in a few weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Right? It feels like a long time.
A long time. I kind of wish I had been able to re-listen to the episode because I've forgotten everything that I've said mostly.
Okay, I know we had some great predictions. Let me see.
Oh, nope. Did you write them down?
I thought I'd written down something helpful. Nope. Would have been smart of me, though. I had this nice folded blind notebook paper in my book as a bookmark, and I do have writings on it about the book, but not our predictions.
Wow.
So maybe this will come in later.
Yeah, we might have to, whoever edits it might have to write down the predictions.
I know. Well, okay. So what I remember is that we predicted that CeCe is not Andrew's daughter.
Yep. I do remember that.
Should we go ahead and review our predictions as we go through them? See what we learned about them?
Yeah, let's just try to high level. I'm going to high level think of the predictions that we made. I think our final take is that Cecilia was not Andrew's kid. Nina was originally locked in, I was going to say the cabinet, the attic. And that Andrew is the big bad. And then Millie gets out of this by assuming Nina's identity in the end.
Oh, yeah. Right. That is very true. We had tossed around the idea that Cecilia is possibly the big bad, and she's secretly like 50 years old.
I think that's still on the table. The more I read, the more I'm like, this girl, she ain't right. Something's not right.
I know. As soon as I started reading the second part after we finished recording last time, I was like, man, I wish I had taken a harder stance on Cecilia being the big bad, because I really think that might be it. Like that would, because I feel like it seems pretty clear that Andrew could be the big bad. And according to the reviews that you read, everyone was like very surprised by the twist.
Yeah.
People wouldn't expect Cecilia.
I know.
Right?
I know.
So I don't know. I'm just holding on to that one.
There is some evidence that we come into later, which once we start getting into it, I'll bring it up, that Cecilia might be the big bad.
Interesting. Is there any chance Cecilia was locked in the attic?
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. Not when she's the big bad.
So as soon as we finished this, I was like, I can't wait to read more of this book, because I was so interested. And on like the next page, you find out that Cecilia is not the kid of Andrew.
But we did not know that. We did not turn the page last week.
We did not. And part of me is like, is that because it was an obvious prediction and it was like revealed? Or was
I don't think it was obvious.
I didn't think it was obvious either. I felt clever about it. And I was like, it's all. Did you send it to me or did I send it to you? The Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove saying it's all coming together.
I don't remember. I feel like that might have been you.
Yeah.
I love that one though.
But when I saw that, I was like, here we go. The prediction's coming true. Piece by piece.
Oh yeah, you sent that. We're on to them.
So we're going to recap the next 80 pages, which brings us to chapter 32.
Yes.
Yeah. So can you give us like, well, we can go chapter by chapter and do like a 1-sentence summary. And if we had any notes from there, I think that would be easier for me. Or if you remember all of it, you can just do a high-level summary of that 80-page block.
I'm sure I'll miss things if I do a high-level summary, and you know we don't miss details here at Bookalicious. So I'll try the 1-sentence summary thing. All right, but we're gonna, speed summarize. All right, so chapter 21, we do find out that CeCe is not
Wait. Chapter 21.
That's not it?
Chapter 16.
Oh my gosh, we read that much?
Yeah, 80 pages.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, great.
Do you want me to do this one? Or do you have it?
Yeah, why don't you do this one? Well, I don't have anything written down for any of them. I did write down some lines that stuck out to me. I don't have a summary written down for any of them.
Oh, let's alternate summaries.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So 16, Nina's having a PTA meeting. We find out that the other PTA women are just as monstrous as Nina. They're very rude to Millie. And the big things that we find out is that Nina has a ironclad prenup. And Nina was held in a mental institution for a certain amount of time. And Millie overhears all of this.
Yes. All the PTA moms are talking as if Millie isn't there. It's an outrageous chapter all around.
Yes.
This was like housewife level.
Yes, it really was. But having watched all of my housewives, I would say accurate.
Really?
There are some of these housewives that are like so rude to quote unquote the help.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, this was a crazy chapter to read. I thought it was fun though. Okay, one of the things that I thought of that stuck out to me, I wanted to ask you, is that the PTA moms, when Nina has left and they're talking about her behind her back, they're like, why would she hire such an attractive young maid to live in their house with her? Like, isn't she jealous that, Andrew will fall in love or something? And I thought, if you're Millie, do you think that would just like validate the feelings that you have for Andrew? Be like, oh, maybe I should try to,
Mm-hmm.
make a move or something. I don't know. That was my thought that I had, which
Yeah.
I think was some foreshadowing based off what happens next.
Yeah. I thought there was definitely like foreshadowing of like Nina just seems mismatched with Andrew. The other thing is that these ladies also mentioned that Nina is very fat. So
Yeah. Oh, and doesn't she say in this chapter that she's pregnant?
she's telling, no, I think one of the PTA
No, they're trying
moms,
to get pregnant. Yeah, I think she's like, oh, by the way, me and Andrew are trying to get pregnant or like want to have another kid. And then one of the PTA moms says, oh, that's why you're eating so much and look so large. She goes, I'm
yes.
not pregnant yet.
Yeah, exactly. And then they're like, how embarrassing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Nina looks like she's falling apart. She was very put together when Millie first met her, but now she's like put on a lot of weight and hasn't dyed her hair. Like her roots are showing.
Mm-hmm.
The house is a mess. So we don't really know what's going on with Nina other than she's been in a psychiatric institution. And so maybe that's related.
Yes. So that's it for 16. Chapter 17.
Sure. Okay. Chapter 17. Um, so Andrew and Nina have an appointment with their fertility specialist. So that means that Millie is in charge of watching CeCe by herself. And of course, it is just as terrible as you might imagine. And it ends with I forget exactly what happens, but basically, I think CeCe like throws her food on the ground. And is like, I'm not going to eat that. And that's right when Nina and Andrew walk in, and of course, they blame Millie for it. She gets in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other big thing that happens in this chapter, oh, they come back from the fertility specialist and they're all like very upset because they find out that they won't be able to have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so then at the end of the chapter, Andrew's like, hey, it would mean a lot if you could book tickets for, he's talking to Millie, if you could book tickets for us to see this show that Nina really wants to see, it would be a great date night for us. Could you help me out? Millie says, of course, happy to help.
Yes. So there's this constant theme of Cecilia and Nina telling Millie something and her not understanding or mishearing, or they're gaslighting her. We don't know, but Millie thinks that Cecilia wants a bologna sandwich, and then it turns out she wants an abalone sandwich,
I don't know what that
which
is.
I
I thought
don't.
that was pretty funny though.
Yeah, I was like abalone tuna, but that's albacore. So I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
that
so
was
there's
another one of our thoughts. Is Nina, or sorry, is Millie the crazy one and she actually is mishearing everything? Or are they gaslighting her?
part of me with Millie is like, repeat what you say. Repeat what you think you're hearing. You would like
I
a
think Cecilia.
bologna sandwich. Is that correct? Like, if I kept making mistakes like this, I feel like I would try to I would try to suss out, is it me or is it them?
I guess so, but there's things where it's been blatantly them of like, oh, Cecilia has a fatal peanut allergy, but she doesn't.
Right.
Like so
Yeah.
I don't I think it's them.
Yeah, it's probably them.
Yeah, I mean, if it were actually us in this situation, we would have left. But also, we're not in Millie's situation.
Mm-hmm.
You got nowhere else to go.
Yeah. So Freida McFadden is just piling on that Nina is just not a very good fit for Andrew because not only is she fat and has roots, but now she can't have babies. So Millie really is starting to see the opening for her to maybe, become Mrs. Andrew and give him babies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Andrew says very nice things at the end. He's like, oh, sorry for the way Nina treats you. She's really temperamental, but she really does like you and appreciates you. Which no one thinks is true. No one believes him, but it's still a nice thing to say.
It is still a nice thing to say.
Oh, wait. Okay. I had um okay, actually I had two thoughts on this chapter. One, they come back from the hospital or the fertility specialist disheveled. And I said, you don't come back from the doctor disheveled. What happened? abuse?
They're
Or
fighting in the car.
are they fighting? I don't know.
They're trying
I
to
don't
make a
know.
baby
Like,
in the car.
oh no, maybe that too.
They said, "We don't need you, doctor. You don't know."
We know how this works.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And then the second thought I had was, are they going to ask Millie to carry the baby?
I think
Part of
Andrew's
her
the
housemaid
problem.
duties. Well, yeah. So if Nina had Cecilia, she doesn't seem to be the problem.
I just can't I can't imagine that you had a kid seemingly very easily and then now you're like infertile.
We don't really know if she had her easily. Also, we also learned that Nina is older than Andrew, like quite a bit older, he says, which I don't know, could also be a lie.
I think it's
But,
a lot.
if she's older, that could be an issue.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe she's older and it's like difficult. I just couldn't imagine that there's something that you couldn't do with enough money if you've been able to carry a baby before. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems a little fishy to me, and I think it's Andrew.
He's the problem.
I think so.
Mm.
Okay. Chapter 18.
We'll write it down. Chapter 18.
Oh, yeah. Andrew's infertile.
Andrew is infertile.
All right. So, chapter 18, this is that same night. Millie wakes up and she hears Nina and Andrew fighting, and it's like really aggressive to a point where she's worried that Nina is killing Andrew, which is a wild thought. I don't even know how that would happen. But Millie goes, she knocks on the door and she's like, "Is everything okay?" And Nina's like, "Yeah, everything's fine. Like, get out of here." And she wants to make sure that Andrew's okay. And Nina's like, "Just none of your business." And then she hears like a water faucet turn on and she's like, "I guess that's Andrew." And then she leaves. Oh,
Yeah.
this is an important line. So, they had like a very, not Millie, Nina and Andrew had some very intense fight, and Millie can see that there's blood, a tiny pool of crimson forming on the floor under her injured right hand. And I thought this was important. Nina says to Millie, "Stay up in the attic at night." She blinks at me. "Do you understand?" And I took that as Nina warning Millie about Andrew.
Oh.
Because in my mind, he's the big bad.
Yeah. That could make sense.
So Nina also says when they're fighting, Millie overhears her and she says, this is Nina, "It is my fault. If you were with a younger woman, you could have a baby like you want. It's my fault." "Nina, you'd be better off without me." "Come on, don't say that." "It's true." And this is the part I underline. "But she doesn't sound sad. She sounds angry. You wish I were gone."
Oh, so is she like trying to catch him on his ploy to replace her?
I
Is that
think
what you're
so.
thinking?
I think so.
Oh.
I don't know how this all fits in. This kind of doesn't fit in with my theory perfectly, but I feel like it's foreshadowing that Andrew is gonna get rid of Nina, that he's the big bad.
Interesting. Yeah. So the way this is written, she's trying to make you think that it's Nina and that this is just one of her like kind of psychotic episodes. Interesting. But yeah, maybe it's not.
I don't know. I think
I don't know.
he has her on all that medication to keep her
Yeah.
like loopy-doo. And that's probably why she gained all that weight
Yeah.
as like a side effect from like the medications. And maybe that's why she's infertile now. I don't know if that's
It could
possible.
be. Yeah. Okay, but like what is Andrew's angle with putting her on all the medication? Like just controlling her?
I guess. Some guys are just not guys, but some people are just, I don't know.
Interesting. Okay. Nina also looks amused by the blood on her hand. Did that give you any ideas?
Oh.
Although that's what Millie is interpreting it as. Maybe she's not actually amused.
Where do
It says,
you see that?
it's on that same page you're reading.
Mm-hmm.
Says she notices my gaze directed at what I'm almost sure is a blood stain on her gown. She looks almost amused by it. I just cut my hand a bit. Nothing to worry about. I don't need your help.
Mm. Yeah, I guess I was kind of thinking like maybe she's, I don't know, maybe this is stretching, but I was thinking she's kind of like, if you get my spot, this is what you're gonna get.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts at this point? Because I'm
Well,
really looking at it through the lens that Andrew's the big bad, but you could probably look at it a different way.
I know. Well, no, I think he's the big bad too, but also I can't when I first read this, I still think that Nina's the crazy one, like she's trying to get
Mm-hmm.
us to believe. Okay, I don't know why Nina wouldn't tell Millie to go away or like to warn her. Did we talk about that last time?
Yeah,
Because
we couldn't figure that out, I don't think.
yeah, because I don't see why she would keep Millie there. So that's kind of where I feel like there's a hole in the theory,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Like if she's trying to warn Millie away, why not literally just warn her away?
Unless Andrew is like threatening her with CeCe or something. Like you have to go hire this hottie
Or else I'll
housemaid
take CeCe away.
or I'll beat her up. I don't know.
Oh,
Or
interesting.
I'll kick you out or something and she has no money and she has her kid.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, yeah. What do you think Andrew and CeCe's relationship is like? Like, do you think there's abuse there? She listens to him really well.
I don't think so. I think he's perfectly lovely to her.
Okay.
But I think he
Nothing.
does like to maybe beat women a little bit. I
Okay.
think he likes having like the control,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay, man. Well, I don't know. I can't wrap my mind around it. But
Yeah.
we do see that Millie is getting more and more sequestered to the attic. Well, this is
Hmm.
the second time she's been out at night, and Nina
Yeah.
has told her to stay up at night.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Chapter 19.
chapter 19. Okay, so they wake up the next day, and Nina is a totally new person, and she's so happy. And she's like, "Oh, I'm so glad to see you, Millie. You're the best." And she's so happy to see Andrew. Um,
There's a long description of Nina shoveling eggs into her mouth.
yes, she has devoured the entire plate in like 2 minutes. And yeah. So she's eating a lot. She and Andrew kiss goodbye, and Millie's like, "Oh, Nina's so lucky. She has the best life, the best husband, all the things." And so she needs a release, as they say, after her long time in prison. And so
Hmm.
who comes in but Enzo? And she's like, "Enzo's super cute." And so she tries communicating through their language barrier. "Hey, want to go upstairs to my attic?" And he goes, "What?" Of course not. What are you saying? And he was not into this at all. Um, but then he says, before he storms out of the house, he says, "You you get out, Millie. It's dangerous." And this is all in English now, not in Italian. And
Yes.
then he looks up at the stairwell, a troubled expression on his face, shakes his head, and then hurries out the front door.
Hmm.
What a scene.
Okay. So, oh, I
That
was
was
going to
it.
go right into my theories. So I don't
Do it.
know because maybe I'm going to color the chapter.
Oh.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
So maybe you should go through your theories first or you don't care.
Um, theories. I don't think I really have any other than Millie saying that Nina's so lucky that I could see her taking Nina's identity now.
Hmm.
Also, why does no one tell Millie anything? Like, what about Enzo? Are they all under Andrew or whoever's thumb? I
So,
don't see
okay,
why they don't warn.
this is my theory. Nina was the
Okay.
first housemaid. She used to
Okay.
look just like Millie because she
Mm.
dyes her hair blonde. She's not naturally blonde. They keep talking about her roots.
Is Millie brunette?
I think so. That's how I've been
Okay.
imagining her. Well, maybe we have to look back.
I feel like yes. I think she's brunette.
Yeah. So Nina she used to have dark hair. I think she used to look like Millie. Then she got, Andrew was like, I'm going to get married to you or whatever. And then he like made her dress up in all this white and this blonde hair. And he's kind of like making her look like how he wants. And I think that she probably had like a little affair with Enzo. And that's how CeCe was born.
Oh.
And then maybe something happened there. Cause like that's the only reason why I feel like Enzo would stick around is that CeCe's actually his kid.
Wait. Do we find out later? I thought she had CeCe before they were married.
Yeah, she did. So I think
Oh.
she was the housemaid and Enzo was working there maybe. And
They were like dating?
yeah, or they had a fling or kind of like what
No,
Millie just did here. Enzo and
well,
Nina.
I'm saying Nina and Andrew were dating because I thought Nina wasn't married to Andrew when she had CeCe.
Yeah, so I'm imagining Andrew's a bachelor. He lives in the house. And he's like, I
Okay.
need a housemaid to clean up my house. She
Okay.
moves in. Enzo's the gardener. They have a fling. She gets pregnant somehow. Andrew and her somehow get married. Now she lives in the house. Now it's actually Enzo's kid. Now he sticks around.
Oh. I thought you were saying it's a big conspiracy, and Andrew was like, "Oh, you had a kid with Enzo?" But no, that's not what you're saying.
Yeah,
I see. Yeah.
because he knows it's not his kid. That's the only way that I could see all of this kind of fitting together, but I don't know.
I think that's a pretty good story. She doesn't look anything like Enzo,
No.
which is a little
Suspicious.
surprised, a little suspicious, but not a total deal breaker. Do you think Andrew was married when he hired Nina as the housemaid?
He might be. I could see Cecilia not even being Nina's kid.
What?
Maybe he did this before. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too meta. Just
No,
because
I think
Cecilia,
it has
they say Cecilia looks just like Nina, but Nina doesn't look like Nina because she dyes her hair. It's like maybe
there's other things you could look like, but yeah.
Yeah, like maybe he had wife number one and she died. And then he brought in Nina to look like wife number one. I don't know.
Okay. Well, this is getting to something that we find out later. Can I say it?
Yeah.
I forget when we find it out. But later we find out that the reason Nina was checked into the mental institution was because she tried drowning Cecilia as a baby. So maybe Cecilia isn't her daughter because she was another wife's daughter.
Yeah.
And that's why Nina wanted to get rid of her or something. I don't know.
Yeah. That was also my evidence that CeCe was evil because maybe Nina knew. She's like, this kid ain't right.
Little gremlin child.
Yeah, but we do keep getting, so we just keep getting a clue that her hair is dyed. And then we also get a clue through evil because she offers him a dazzling smile. How are you this morning? He starts to answer her, but then his eyes dart down toward the bit of egg still clinging on her blouse. Here it is. One side quirks up. Nina, you have a little egg on you. He's disgusted by her. I didn't say that part. I just implied that. So you can see that he's not all like hearts and roses for her.
Yeah. You're starting to see some cracks in what
I don't know.
Millie I thought was a perfect relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So, also in this chapter, Millie tells Nina, "Hey, Andrew wanted me to get you guys tickets to that show on Broadway." And she goes, "Oh, he's so thoughtful. Yes, please do that." And so now Nina knows about the plans for their fun date.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Any
All right,
other
chapter 20.
chapter 20? I think it's your summary.
Yep, chapter 20. So Millie is reeling from the humiliation of Enzo. I would be mortified with that with the rest of my life. So I understand that.
Yeah.
She
I would quit my job and risk going back to jail, maybe.
honestly, I would too, especially after he gave that warning. So
I don't
anyway,
know. Yeah, after all of it.
after all of it, I would go back to jail too. So Nina gets to be like dance mom, dance, and she gets to meet with some of the other nannies. And then this is where she finds out that Nina was put in the loony bin, and then she tried to drown Cecilia in the bathtub. So that's where we find that out.
That's right. Yeah.
And
okay.
so that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Okay. Well, I had two thoughts here.
Ooh.
Which don't relate to the thought I had earlier about CeCe drowning.
Oh.
One is, do you think Andrew told Nina to drown CeCe? Like he already had her under his thumb and he said, "Hey, you should do this and I'll support you." And then she did it and then he called the psych people on her.
Yeah. I could also see maybe Andrew tried to drown CeCe because he realized it wasn't his kid.
Oh, and then he like blamed Nina for it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe. Well, okay.
Because I feel like his trick is that he gets her all pilled up so that she's not 100% with it.
Yeah. Oh, that's possible. And so he like tells her like, "Oh, you tried to do this."
Yeah,
Well,
or
okay, so
something.
he has a good alibi though because Nina when all this happened, Nina was at home with CeCe, evidently trying to drown her daughter. And Andrew calls home just to try to check in or whatever, doesn't get through, and then calls the police because he was worried he couldn't get through to her. Which seems like a lot if you don't know something nefarious is going on.
You're right. So maybe he did like put her up to it and then call the police on her to get her locked in.
I think so.
Genius.
Okay, so but why would he want to drown CeCe? Or it's not about CeCe at all? He's just trying to get Nina in the psych hospital.
I think he's trying to get her into the psych hospital to like, because I think what he's trying to do is just slowly chip away at her like credibility, keeping her trapped in the house.
Mm.
And then he's probably the one who tells everyone that she was in the psych ward.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Nina probably doesn't tell people this.
Yeah.
He probably comes across like the one time he picks up CeCe from tap dance, he's like, "Oh, I'm so glad she's still here because Nina tried to kill her that one time." And then he leaves.
Just some casual conversation.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. I think you're right. I think he set her up.
I thought that was, yeah, I think so. Okay. All right. So at the end of this chapter, now Millie has had several warnings from Enzo that it's dangerous there, that she should get out. She now knows Nina tried to murder her own daughter. Do you think it's realistic that she's still staying?
I think so, because like we said in the beginning, what Freida McFadden did a really good job was painting Millie into this corner.
Yeah.
What I think is unrealistic is that Millie's not trying to job hunt in her off time.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, maybe she's doing it and we just don't know about it. I feel like Freida feels like the type of author who is very explicit, you know?
And
she would mention it, I would
Yeah.
think. So that to me is the unbelievable part. That she's just kind of like, "Oh, this is crazy. Oh, well."
Yeah, she's just trying to save up money to
get out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
I
is
mean, it could be that, that she just has like such a, full schedule trying to pick up after Nina that she doesn't like have time or energy at the end. But like, if you're worried for your life, I feel like that's the kind of thing you stay up for.
yeah. I was gonna say that too. Like I always say I'm too tired to do stuff, but if it was like life or death, I think I would, muster up the energy to like get it done.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Bookalicious. If you like this discussion, please rate or subscribe to our channel to help other book lovers find this content as well. If you have any questions or suggestions for future books, we'd love to hear from you at bookalicious.pod@gmail.com. As always, thanks for joining our club.